Well, thank you, everyone. I guess moving from a production story to an exploration story, this is our rig currently active in the central west New South Wales. We're a copper gold explorer looking for copper porphyries in Australia's leading porphyry belt. The usual cautionary statements that this presentation will go up on our website if you want to refer to. So why Kincora? Really, it comes down to the three fundamentals that you need to have sustainable success in exploration. That's having a team that's done it before. We've got an industry-leading technical team, geologists that have found large copper porphyries globally, but also in our immediate district. We're exploring in a tier 1 location in terms of geological endowment, ability to develop infrastructure, a culture for mining and exploration. We've got a portfolio of targets, and I'll run through those within the project, within this presentation. But really, there's a catalyst there, and that's being drilling. We've done the work to test these targets. There's nothing else that we can do other than drill them. And if you have success, then what are we looking for? It's a globally significant new copper gold system. So why discovery drilling, particularly within the macro situation that we find ourselves in today and the various uncertainties? Through the exploration and mining sector, it's worth remembering that the discovery, or taking a biotech setting, that proof of concept of turning a target into something that's tangible and making a discovery creates significant value. Probably one of the best recent discovery success stories in the copper gold space globally has been Sol Gold in Ecuador, where hole 3 they made a discovery. By hole 67, 2.5 years later, the share price has gone up 20x, and that's without the tailwind of decarbonisation or a rising junior market. I guess with the outlook that we see, and I'm sure like the panel discussion we had earlier, there'll be plenty of positive narratives regarding the outlook of copper. I think if Kincora or Xanadu, and I see Andy's up here talking next, if you can have a project that makes a good copper gold discovery and can get into production, I expect you're going to have a very favourable tailwind. So location. We're in central west New South Wales. Australia, one of Australia's largest gold mines there is Cadia, one of the most profitable hard rock mines in the world. You've got Cal, Evolution Mining's flagship project. You've got Northparkes, which is another significant operation, copper porphyry operation that's been in production for over 30 years. So it's a world-class mineral endowment, over 115 million ounces of gold and 30 million tonnes of copper. World-class mines and a number of recent exploration successes and entry of majors. Fortescue, the big iron ore producer, has entered the district. Newmont, the world's biggest gold miner. Anglo Gold Ashanti has just come in with an early stage explorer with a $135 million staged earn-in deal. So there's plenty of positive activity, and you're seeing that sort of investment reflecting it being a safe jurisdiction and ability to do business. So Kincora's pipeline, obviously that's the catalyst that I was referring to before. We've got 13 drill targets that we're looking to test this year across 5 projects ourselves. Separate to that, we've got an exploration alliance with the AI group for our Trundle project. That artificial intelligence and machine learning groups defined a series of targets which they're just ground truthing at the moment. They'll look to drill that later this year. We've got a portfolio of licences in Mongolia where we've got a large JORC resource on an existing mining licence. But really the key thing that I would urge you to focus on is the value catalysts from drilling these 13 targets that we've got across these 5 projects that we're looking to do at the moment. That drill rig on the front cover is at our flagship Trundle project, where we're looking to drill 5 targets. Within this image here, you can see that hopefully the current drill hole plan across the 3.2k strike, there's 5 targets across that. And to put that into scale, you've got a large alteration system. We see in this belt at Boda, at Northparkes, at Cadia, that are the more advanced projects in this district, that across a 3.5 kilometre strike, a 4.5 kilometre strike, a 5.7 million kilometre strike, that there's multiple deposits. You're looking for clusters. Cadia's 90 million ounces gold equivalent, Northparkes 24 million ounces gold equivalent, Boda 15 million ounces equivalent. So the learnings that we've done from our drilling to date, we're looking to apply that on a more scalable format, testing those 5 different discovery opportunities across that 3.2k strike. I might mention also on the right-hand side there, we've got some neighbours also doing some drilling on the margin of our licences. Fortescue's currently, I believe, on their 3rd drill hole to the south of our licence. Rimfire, another explorer listed on the ASX, is currently drilling potentially the extension of our Mordialloc target up in the northern part of the licence to the west. So I guess we refer to Trundle sitting in a brownfield complex. We think it hosts 25% or roughly a quarter of the Northparkes Intrusive Complex. On the eastern margin at Northparkes, you've got 24 million ounces of gold equivalent. You've got 22 discoveries with a conversion rate to economic ore body of about 40%. That's again where these technical reviews that we've done over the last year helping us try and get the numbers in our favour. We feel that we've made 3 discoveries to date at Trundle. 2 of them aren't going to make it. One is a focus of drilling in the next hole that we've got planned. And only last week we put out our assay results for the first 3, or an exploration update covering the first 3 holes that we've drilled of this current program that started in January. The first 2 assay results provided some encouragement at Duns North and Duns South. 12.5 metres of just shy of 3 gram dirt there from open pittable depths. Some broader intervals there of 40 odd metres that need some further follow up with some ore grade intervals within that. That first hole at Duns and North and South, they're 640 metres apart. They're our first holes into those respective targets. So it's very pleasing to have those sort of results. Botfield, we've only got visuals for our first hole into that target. We've intersected some pretty significant epithermal mineralisation near surface, followed by a very large skarn system below that. Through the course of our journey to date at Trundle, we understand we've discovered the largest mineralised skarn system in New South Wales. What is a skarn? Think of it as a calcareous absorbent type rock that's had mineralisation inserted from somewhere. We certainly think that's from a causative porphyry or series of porphyries, and hopefully the size of that skarn is proportionate to the size of the porphyries that have mineralised it. So we're quite encouraged by what we're drilling at Botfield, because that's 500 metres closer to surface and open pittable depths relative to where we've been drilling in the past. So I guess going back to the regional setting and the location, you can see from this satellite image as well, predominantly agricultural land. You don't have hobby farms. It's a really favourable place from an exploration and development perspective. So wrapping up the investment opportunity, we're an explorer. We're at that pointy stage where if you have success, you're not looking at a percentage return, you're looking at a multiple return. We've got a high impact program that's commenced. We're 3 holes into a 13-hole program, each which are high conviction targets that offer significant exploration upside and multiple re-rate potential. A lot of leverage there with a market cap of circa 12 million Aussie, with 2.4 million cash in the bank. So I guess I'd like to thank everyone for taking the opportunity.